Good evening everyone. Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to the 9th and 10th channel of BYJU'S. I'm your teacher Ankita and I welcome you all in today's class. In today's class, we will be discussing about a very important topic from class 10th, first chapter, which is life process. We will be discussing about the cellular respiration. So I hope that all of you are ready for the session. I hope that you have your textbook, notebook, pen, pencil, whatever you need to make the notes and refer the textbook. Good evening everyone. If you're watching this session for the very first time, if you are on our channel for the very first time, I welcome you. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and please make sure you hit the like button. And those of you who are here with us for a longer time, good evening everyone. Welcome to the class. How are you all? How are you all everyone? How's the Josh everyone? Are you ready for the very interesting session? How's the Josh everyone? And I hope that all of you are come prepared for this super important chapter. Yes, you will be getting the playlist on the channel, right? Under this video, you will be able to see the playlist and you will be able to see the videos of the chapter, life process. We have done the various videos on life process previous year also, so if you're looking for them, they're already there on the channel. So please make sure you go and visit them. Good evening, good evening. I can see that many of you are saying, man, Josh is super high. And I can see that many of you are requesting me to speak in English. I'll try my best to explain the content in English. We will try to stick with the language English over here. Just in case, if there's a very dire need, as we say, right? I might go for Hindi, but mostly I will be communicating with you in English. Ready everyone? So, okay. So you know what everyone, we're starting the session. Quick thumbs up. Quick thumbs up everyone. I don't want to take much of your time. I hope that all of you are ready. Yes? We don't have Mehndi today. It's a theory class. We will finish the theory part and then of course we will be going ahead with the quiz in the upcoming weeks. So don't worry everyone. Ready, steady, awesome. Please make sure everyone to hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button for the video everyone. Right? Your likes actually shows us that you're enjoying learning with us. I will be calling out your name throughout the session, but not now. I would request all of you to, understand that there are so many of you, I might not be able to call out all of your names. I will be calling out your names throughout the session, but not in the beginning now. Okay, don't worry. It's okay. I understand. I know that you are just marking your attendance. So, yes. It's okay. Yes, we do have regular classes. And yes, everyone, we have visualization also today. That's BYJU'S way of learning. So let's get started. So now everyone, ta-da! I'm sure you have seen this experiment, but let me just show you this. Ta-da! Everyone, lights off. I know that you can see me. I hope that you can see me and can hear me, everyone. Yes. See what I have over here with me. Can you see this? Okay, let me just switch on the light. What I have over here with me is a candle. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm sure you have a hint at what ma'am will be doing. But let's just see everyone, right? I have a candle with me. Give me a minute. Yes. Give me a few seconds, everyone. Yes. So yeah, we have things with us. And we have the tray also. And here we have. Okay. So I hope that you can see the candle. Awesome. Switching off the light now, everyone. I hope you can see this. Can you see the burning of the candle, everyone? Can you see this? Yes, everyone, now see what will happen. I'm sure you have seen this earlier also. See, can you see now what is happening? Slowly, right? Slowly we can see. Ta-da! The candle is not now burning. Yes? Ta-da! It's yes, absolutely correct. It's blown out, right? It's not burning now. So from this easy peasy experiment, we understand two things, right? As many of you are saying that, ma'am, the candle was burning because of oxygen, and as there's no oxygen, yeah, the candle is not burning anymore. Similarly, that the candle needs oxygen to burn, we need oxygen, right? for the production of the energy in our body. The food that we eat, right, will be going inside our body. The digestion process will happen. We have already studied that part, right? After that, we will be studying in today's session that how the energy is produced. And for that, everyone, we know that oxygen is needed. So everyone, we are clear that in today's class, we will be discussing about the cellular respiration. And most importantly, we will be understanding the importance of oxygen and how this whole process of cellular respiration happens. So with this, are you ready for the session? Right? Right now we have our minds. Now we know that what we'll be learning. So let's get started, everyone. Okay. Now that we are clear, let's talk about the cellular respiration. Super important topic. I want all of you to pay attention to the class and stay with us till the end. Now, let me ask you a very easy question, everyone. Can you define what is cellular respiration? Now I know that you'll be like, Mom, we haven't studied this. And you're asking us question. But you know what? We have studied this. But maybe have not paid attention to it in a detailing. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. Think about it and write the answer in the chat. That what is respiration? What do you understand? In the easiest word, I want you to explain it to me. Or you just write. What is respiration? I'm reading your answer. Okay, Abhijit. Madhuri, Vaishnavi, Neha, Akasha, Shivanshu. Yes, Shivanshu, and a long name of, there are Nitya, very good, Akshara, Prashant, very good, Nagendra, readers, Shreya. Yes, Shivansh, very good, Ramaneshwar, Madhuri, comment. Nice, very good. So I can see that you have a hint. So the cellular word over here means we're talking about the cell, right? And respiration, we usually call it out a chemical process in which, of course, the oxygen is used to give us the energy, right? To give us the energy. So in a simple words, when we talk about the cellular respiration, it is nothing but the breakdown of the food that you and I eat, right? The breakdown of the food. After the digestion, it comes to the cell. Further, we'll see the breakdown of the food. And then the release of the energy, and we call this process as the cellular respiration. Such an easy definition, everyone. Yes? Such an easy definition. Do you agree or not? So the food that we eat, I'm sure all of you have seen the digestion videos, right? If not, let me quickly tell you what is digestion. Digestion is nothing but the breakdown of the food. We eat a heavy food, right? And of course, get broken down to the tiniest part, and of course, we have the final form. That actually goes inside the cell. The further reactions takes place, further breakdown takes place, and there's a release of the energy. And that whole process is called as the cellular respiration. So everyone, thumbs up if you're clear with it. I will be taking up your doubts. Again, I'm calling out loud and telling it to each one of you. I will be taking your doubts during the doubt board. So give me some time. Please have your doubts with you. But we have to wait for some time. Awesome. I can see lots of thumbs up, everyone. So seems that all of you are there with me. Now we know that the cellular respiration occurs inside the cell. Right? It occurs inside the cells of the living organism. Okay. The screen is blurred. No, it's perfectly fine to be. You can change the setting of your phone or maybe for laptop. It will be perfectly fine. Yeah, it's fine to me and to the team. Awesome. So now that we are clear that the respiration occurs throughout our body, right, like in all the cells that we have in our body, right, let's take a look, everyone, and let's understand that what could be the reaction for it. Easy peasy, and we'll be getting into the detail. We'll be diving into the details, everyone. So we eat food, right? We eat food. Then, of course, digestion process happens. Then, of course, out of that digestion process, right, the food is being broken down, right, to the glucose. Now, of course, from the carbohydrate, the simplest form that we have is the glucose, which is used in the generation of the energy, right, which is used in the generation of the energy. Are we clear, everyone? Clear? This session will be there for 1 hour. This is for class 10 graders for 1 hour session. Very good. So we are clear that you had a food, digestion happens, then the glucose is there, and this glucose is utilized to make the energy. And that will be happening inside the cell. inside the cell, everyone. So now we are clear that what is cellular respiration is, and we have an understanding that how these things will happen. Clear? Quick thumbs up. I will be repeating. Don't worry, we don't have Menti, right? We don't have Menti today. Can we check the screen? Few of you are saying there is, the screen is not clear, but to us it's clear. Just see your setting, everyone. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, now I'm repeating it again, everyone. I want all of you to focus. We are starting with the very important topic, which is the cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? Inside the cell, when the glucose will go, we will see the breakdown of the glucose, and during those reactions, we will see the generation of the energy. Yes? Again, Vaishnav and Manhas, I'm not ignoring any one of you. I have repeated the same thing. You have to focus over here now. Innocent boy, a little bit. Don't worry, we are right there on time. Yes. So, Zareen, okay, I'll tell you that, but later part mein, we'll discuss that also. So we are clear, everyone, what is cellular respiration? The breakdown, right? The breakdown of the food in the cell, right? When it's release the energy, we call it as the respiration. Easy peasy, right? It's very easy. I hope that now it's clear. Good. So we are clear with what is cellular respiration is happening inside the cell, where the glucose will be getting broken down and there's release of the energy. Now, talking about the types of respiration, everyone, we have two types. Two easy peasy. I'm sure we have heard about these names since our childhood, I would say. Yeah, since we started studying from class 6th. We have aerobic respiration and then we have anaerobic respiration. Everyone, two looks very same or different? Okay, of course, right? Oh, ma'am, the spellings are different. Absolutely. Yes. Is cellular respiration another type? No. Cellular respiration is a broader one, right? We are saying that, respiration is nothing but the breakdown of the food and the release of the energy. We are calling it cellular because it's happening inside the cell. There's no difference over here in cellular respiration. Cellular is specifically meant for the cell. In the respiration, we have two types, aerobic and anaerobic. Very good, everyone. I can see that aerobic, ma'am, will happen in the presence of the oxygen, and anaerobic respiration will happen in the absence of oxygen, or we can say during the lack of oxygen in the body. So we have two types, aerobic, which required oxygen, and anaerobic respiration, which does not require the oxygen. Are we clear? See, I don't want to spend my more time over here because this we have already studied in class 7th. Yes? Yes, yeah, we do. We can call it as the same, right? Respiration and the cellular respiration. Respiration, of course, is a very big term, right? Cellular respiration is very specific when discussing about the cell. Very good, very good. So now we are clear, and now I'm taking you in the detail, everyone. From here, everyone, I want full attention because this is very important topic from class 10th, and it will surely be coming in your examination. Aerobic respiration. Now I want you to watch this, okay? Yes, very good. Repeating it again for those of you who had still some doubts. There are two types of respiration. Aerobic respiration, where we know that oxygen is present. Aerobic respiration will not take place without the oxygen. It happens in us, right? You and I are breathing. That's oxygen is required. That's aerobic respiration. Apart from that, we have anaerobic respiration, which occurs in the absence of the oxygen, right? In absence of the oxygen, or when the oxygen is not present in the sufficient quantity. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, absolutely correct. Now everyone, let's get into it. See, watch this. See this, and then everyone try to understand what you can see and understand from this. Everyone observe this GIF. See, we can see capillary, right? I'm sure you can see the capillary. We can see mitochondria, right? We can see nucleus, we can see a cell, we can see O2, nutrient. Can you tell me what is happening over here? Very good. See, you guys are really very smart. Ma'am, ATP is generating. Yes, ma'am, mitochondria is generating the ATP. Oh, mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. So everyone, this GIF actually tells us that what is happening inside the cell during the process of respiration. So let's understand. Okay? First thing, you know that blood is super important, right? I'm sure that all of you know that blood acts as a transportation medium, yes or no? Yes? Throughout our body, blood takes the oxygen, yes or no? Yes? Very, very good. Right? So we know that blood is super important. Now in the blood vessels, we can see the RBC, red blood cell, which carries the oxygen. So this RBC, right, have the oxygen, and this oxygen is going to the cell. Right everyone, this oxygen is going to the cell. Inside the cell, what we will see, after the whole process of digestion only, from the blood capillaries only, we will get the nutrient. Right, the food will also come from the blood. Yes, I'm sure you have studied that villi helps in the absorption of the food. Villi have good supply of blood vessels. It carries the food and gives to the different parts. Yes or no? Yes. Now blood carries both the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Clear? Very good. Very good everyone. So we are clear with that the blood is carrying the oxygen also and it is carrying the nutrient also. Now what will happen? We can clearly see that both are coming to the cell. Yes? Everyone, are we clear? Very good, very good. So, just repeating it again, right? See, every time I'm repeating all the topic again for all of you, so please do pay attention. Okay, so now we understand two things from this particular GIF. Is that blood, right? Blood carries oxygen as well as nutrient to cell. Yes or no? Clear? It transport. Yes? Thumbs up everyone. Those of you who have doubt, I hope that this is now clear. Zarina will not be focusing on the, see, in capillaries we don't have the differentiation, right? We usually have the differentiation in the veins and in the arteries. Capillaries are very thin, right? They goes to the cells and to the tissues. One thing we'll remember about it. You will be learning more about capillaries in the upcoming session. Good. Okay. So we are clear with this that the blood is the important thing everyone. Blood is carrying the nutrient and the oxygen and it is giving to the cell. Now, are you ready to see what is inside the cell? Yes? Are you ready to see what will happen when this oxygen and this glucose enter the cell? Let's hear a story now. Cell is sitting, right? Let's hear a story. Cell is sitting aram se and cell is really very hungry. Right? Over here we have, oh 1 minute, the color is not changed. Yes, here we have the cell. See, cell is over here. The cell is a little bit sad because, hungry, right? It need the oxygen and it need nutrient. Ta-da! And blood say, you know what? I'm there for you, I will help you. So these two will come inside the cell. Clear? These two are coming inside the cell. Small, we'll take baby steps everyone because this is very important. We are clear that these will be entering into the Mr. Cell ka ghar. Okay, Mr. Cell ka ghar. Yeah, Mr. Cell ka ghar, and these are coming. Happy? Right? Now, the signs that comes is that what is happening inside the cell, right? And what is happening over here? I'll take a doubt over here because it's very interesting that which form of the blood, which form does blood carries nutrient? Now, of course, again, when we talk about the nutrient, we have different sort, right? We have different organic breakdown of the food that happens. We're talking about the glucose over here. Akarsha, we're talking about the glucose. Yes, cell is really very happy that it's getting the food. So everyone, in your textbook you have this reaction, right? This is super important, right? I'm sure you have seen this. Raise your hand, how many of you have seen the textbook and how many of you have seen this? I'm making a star because this is what we will be getting and understanding in this particular session. We have covered up the basics, we have the foundation now, and this is super important. You take any sample paper, you take any practice paper, you take any previous year question paper, you will have a question on this. It's super easy. We will break this into 3 sessions, 3 parts, and you will understand. So we are starting with the first part, everyone. Glucose, cytoplasm, pyruvate, presence of oxygen, and this part. Okay, I'll come back here. Let's get started. So now we are clear that we are going inside the cell, everyone. So welcome to Mr. Cellghar. Clear? This is the cell ka ghar. This is the cytoplasm, this part. Okay? This, of course, is the plasma membrane. I'm sure all of you remember the plasma membrane, right? Yes. Now what will happen? Tara, let's see. We have the food. Can you see this green part? Right? We have the food. And then we have the oxygen. Ta-da! So here we have the oxygen and over here we have the food. Now these two are entering into the cell. Cytoplasm. You know that what is cytoplasm? The jelly, fluidy, where all the organelles keep on swimming, right? That's the cytoplasm. So these two will enter over here. Now this food, for our better understanding, we will start calling the glucose. Clear? Everyone, can we start calling it glucose so that we will remember now? It's not confusing. We are going really very slow, don't worry. So now what is happening, everyone? Glucose and oxygen are coming inside the cell. Clear? Yes? Okay, and they are entering into the cytoplasm. Glucose is entering and oxygen is entering. Let's focus on the glucose first. So glucose is entering into the cytoplasm. Thank you for helping us with the formula C6H12O6. That's a formula of the glucose. So now glucose is in the cytoplasm. Let's see what will happen. Once it's enter, you know what it happens? Glucose, it's a 6-carbon molecule, right? Glucose has 6 carbon. C6H12O6. Okay? It has 6 carbon. What will happen over here? There's a breakdown of the glucose. In the cytoplasm, a chain of reaction will occur and this 6-carbon molecule will break into 2 molecules. See? And we call that molecule as pyruvate, right? Which is a 3-carbon. Everyone, are we clear? See, it's a simple maths. 3 ko divide karo 2 se how much you will get? Sorry, 6. Tell me, everyone, easy, na? Simple, easiest math. If we divide 6 by 2, what we will get? Very good, we will get 3. So that's what is happening over here. That glucose is a 6-carbon compound, right? And it breaks down to the pyruvate. Many of you are asking, what is the meaning of pyruvate? It's a name of the compound, bache. Glucose is a compound, right? Similarly, we have pyruvate after it's broken down. Done? Thank you for helping. C3H4O3. C3H4O3. Clear? It's a formula. Done? Clear hai? So after the reaction in the cytoplasm, glucose is now split. Ta-da! And it has 2 pyruvate. Everyone, 2 pyruvate. Peace. Clear? Yes. No. Kriti, no, they are not. See over here we can see they are also breaking, but we are talking in terms of the glucose. So glucose broken, we have 2 pyruvate. Remember this, everyone. How many pyruvate we have? Question. How many pyruvate molecules we have after the breakdown of glucose? There are 2. Here, no, you don't have to remember the formula of the pyruvate. It's not mentioned. Do remember the formula of the glucose. Yes, I can see many of you asking, what is 3C? Can I write over here? 3 carbon. See, that's what I was asking. Everyone, if we have 6 carbon, right? If we divide it by 2, how much we will get? We will have 3 carbon, right? And we have 3 carbon. Clear? Yes, very good. 6 ko divide kar diya 2 se, we'll get 2. 3 basically. Awesome. 3 carbon. 3C is the 3 carbon. So now we have the pyruvate. Everyone, because this is a very crucial step and we are done with it. So till this time, oxygen has no role. Oxygen has no role and glucose just diving into the cytoplasm, reactions are happening, right, and they are aram se chilling. After this, there's something interesting happening. This pyruvate now, everyone, is ready to sail into the mitochondria. So what happens? From the cytoplasm, right, cytoplasm pe reaction hua. We have 3 carbon, and of course we'll have more of it. They are floating in the cytoplasm. Right? They're easily floating in the cytoplasm and they are on towards the journey towards the mitochondria. Are we clear? Yes? Good. Why only mitochondria for this purpose? Are Akarsha, you have to go back to 9th class and understand that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It is where we'll be seeing the synthesis of ATP. No, it's not a fat. Good. So now this goes inside the mitochondria and mitochondria will receive the oxygen. You remember the oxygen we are talking about? So mitochondria will receive the oxygen, will receive the pyruvate, and then everyone, lot of reactions will occur, lots of reactions will occur. You will be learning about these reactions in your class 11th and in class 12th. We will not be touching upon those bases as of now because it's beyond the class discussion, but I'm letting you know in the mitochondria lots of reactions will occur, and after that reaction we will get the energy. So we have the pyruvate, right, it goes inside like this. So from the cytoplasm to the intermembrane and to the matrix, inside part of the mitochondria, these pyruvate will move. It goes from this, right, and then of course there we'll see the reaction happening in the presence of the oxygen. We will see that as the oxygen is there, right, we will see the formation of CO2, H2 and ATP. Yes? Yes everyone, are we clear? No, you cannot write energy instead of pyruvate. No, it will be absolutely wrong. Everyone clear? Yes, very good everyone. Everyone clear? Pahunch gaye. Now is the final entry. Yes, very good, awesome everyone. So now we are clear with the very easiest part, right? I can see you have doubts, but give me some time, I'll be clearing your doubts in a bit. Okay, now let's go back everyone, are we clear? So everyone please make let's make a chart. Let's make a chart and everyone now please do pay attention. Easy peasy, one part is done. So can we start? All of you focus over here, you will get the notes on Telegram. So we are talking about the aerobic respiration. We are talking about the cell. Let me just make a big cell, right? Writing the cytoplasm, right? And making the mitochondria. Okay? Everyone, let's quickly close your eyes now. I want you to close your eyes and listen to me. So we are talking about glucose, which is a nutrient, and of course we have oxygen. So what will happen? First, the glucose will enter into the cytoplasm. Glucose will enter into the cytoplasm and glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. As it enter into the cytoplasm, we will see the reaction happening and we will see the formation of pyruvate, okay, which is a 3-carbon. So from 6, there's a breakdown to the 3, okay, clear? Now this pyruvate will move into the mitochondria and oxygen also will move into the mitochondria. There we'll see the series of reaction and we will see the formation of CO2, H2O and ATP. Clear everyone? Yes, clear? Take a screenshot of this everyone. You will remember. Shivanshu, Shivanshu, the question that you're asking is very hypothetical. That why your name is Shivanshu only and why not Shivansh? Right? See, I get your part, right? So during the breakdown, right, we have a molecule which is a glucose, which has only 6 carbon. If it has 9 carbon, 5 carbon, 6 carbon, the name is different, right? The name will be different. So glucose has 6 carbon. Clear? Yes. Rohit, you have to wait. When the oxygen is not there, we will study that. ADP is adenosine diphosphate. Okay? Okay. Now, very good. Everyone, are we clear with this? See, I want you to have the clarity. Yes, ATP is clear. ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. ADP is adenosine diphosphate. Yes? Good. Very good. Okay? So now everyone, let's go back. I hope that you have taken a screenshot. So, we are clear with it. Now I want you to go back and let's see this reaction. See, this is a reaction which is given in your textbook. Okay? We have glucose in cytoplasm, pyruvate in mitochondria. In presence of oxygen, you will get CO2, H2O and ATP. Clear? Yes. Everyone clear? Very good. Yes, both the pyruvate will go into the mitochondria. Yes. Okay. Now, everyone, I will wait here for some time and it's a doubt board. So, yeah, you can ask your doubt. Ma'am, I'm asking what is there special in its structure that out of the many organelle, it is a one half. So, Akarsha, we talk about the structure, right? It is a very important organelle that has its own DNA. So, basically, it can own its protein. And it is believed that way earlier, again, it's a research and there is no direct proof, but many researchers, many scientists believe that initially mitochondria could be a separate cell altogether. It was independent, but later it got incorporated. That is one theory, right? And of course, if you're talking about the structure, it has double membrane, right? And of course, it has a particular chemicals which are required for the synthesis of ATP. To answering your question. Clear? Any other doubt, everyone? Yes? Very good, very good. Book mein, nahi bache, book mein they have specifically mentioned about 6 to 3 carbon. So we understand कि 2 carbon बन ही रहे हैं, right? We have 2 molecules. Please write your doubt. Yes, very good. Yes, very good everyone. Do you have any doubt? I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Yes. It is believed that there is some type of diffusion which is happening and that's that allow. Okay. To answering your question, types of cellular respiration, we have types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Jishana, I've answered your question. Yes, we do have the diffusion process there. Okay. ADP ke baare mein we'll discuss it later but not now. Fermentation, you have to wait. Mitochondria also has cytoplasm. So mitochondria has 2 different layers altogether, right? And between those layers we have the fluid. We'll not call it that mitochondria has cytoplasm. No, mitochondria does not have cytoplasm, so one that we have outside the organelles. Okay, please write your doubt. Capillaries are the blood vessels that is carrying the blood to the tissues. Very, very thin capillaries which are carrying the blood to the tissues. How many ATPs are generated? We'll discuss that later. First we'll discuss all of that. We will discuss that. I can see many of you, everyone. Let me just quickly clap. Focus over here, right? Yes. So I can see that many of you are asking the question on glycolysis, NADPH. We will discuss all of this but not in the beginning. These will be coming at the end, okay, which are not there in our textbook. So I appreciate that you're asking, very good everyone, but we will not be focusing on these now because it's not a part of our syllabus. Amino acid, fatty acid you're asking, right? So everyone think about it. So our body needs everything. We are discussing about the energy. Everyone, I want all of you to focus over here. We're discussing about the energy and we get the energy from what? Now, of course, whatever food we eat, we will get the energy eventually. But if you're really very tired, what is the first thing you will take? For example, you are playing outside in the sun and you rush towards your home and you have two options. One option, you drink dal, right? And the other option is to have, we usually in the sports, they'll give you some fruits, right? So which option you will opt for? Yes, very good, very good, very good. I can see manifesting of doubt nahi hai. Very good. Yes, right, we will be going for the fruits because especially in the fruit that we have banana, right? I'm sure if you are a sports person, you would have seen your teachers giving you the banana right before and after the, before your race, because it gives you the instant energy. So in our body, right, we accept glucose, right? And glucose will be helping us to generate the ATP. So we have to understand that all the food gives us energy in some way or the other, but the energy that we are looking for, ATP, comes from the glucose. Everyone, are we clear? Amino acids, fatty acids, proteins, whatever you talk about will be going inside our cells, will be helping in various functions. Clear? Good, good. Now I can see the repetition of the same questions. Many of you are asking, ma'am, why the glucose oxygen has 10 molecule? That is how the formula is, right? See, again, we have to understand that these are the chemicals, right? Now, chemicals are something that we can add, we can subtract, and that's how the structure will come. So, the structure of the glucose that we have, it has 6 carbon, right? 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen. So, similarly, those structures are there. You and I definitely can change the structure with a chemical reaction, but the name will eventually change. Clear? Good. Everyone, I want you to give me quick thumbs up. Are we clear up to here? I can see that lots of doubts, but your doubts will be catered to the later part of the class because we will be learning those. Clear, everyone? Quick thumbs up. Yes, very good, very good. Everyone, let's just focus on the present time where we are, right? I know that you want to learn more and you are actually moving ahead. You're moving ahead. Okay, chaliye. So let me quickly revise this, that the glucose, right, will be entering into the cytoplasm of the cell and we will see the breakdown of the glucose to pyruvate. The pyruvate will enter into the mitochondria along with the oxygen and we will see the formation of carbon dioxide, water and release of the ATP. Clear? Very good, very good. So everyone, do remember this, it's super important. Shivanshu, hyperactive, I think you have to do that experiment with your teacher, in presence of your teacher, and then of course you have to find the result. Right? By writing over here will not be able to find the answer, right? Take your help of your parents and your teacher and see. You can do more research. Maybe you don't have to do this experiment in general. Awesome, everyone. So we are clear with the first part, which is the aerobic respiration, where we talked about the presence of the oxygen. Right? Now everyone will be discussing about the anaerobic respiration and we'll be discussing about what will happen in the lack of oxygen and of course in the absence of the oxygen. Now over here we have two conditions. If you go back to this particular chart that we have in our textbook, they have clearly mentioned. We have the glucose, right? We have the glucose. It will be entering into the cytoplasm. Till pyruvate, all the three will have the same reaction. Glucose has to enter into the cytoplasm, right? There will be the process where the breakdown of the glucose will happen and we will get the pyruvate. Then only the pyruvate will have three different destinations. In the mitochondria, when the oxygen is present, we will see the formation of ATP, release of the carbon dioxide and release of the water. Now let's understand what will happen if there is a lack of oxygen or the absence of oxygen, right? So let's discuss about the lack of oxygen and absence of oxygen. Now everyone, can I ask you a question? What is the meaning of lack? Bio अच्छी नहीं लगती बच्चे, मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, अच्छी लगेगी फिर. Yes, Shrija, focus over here, we are discussing that. Chetan, bache, you can leave your doubt in the comment section below, I'll reply to that. Yes, everyone, what will happen? Lack, what is the meaning of lack? Yes, the lack is basically something which we have less. Yes. Right? Lack of oxygen means which we don't have it in a sufficient quantity. 1 minute everyone. Less, right? Not sufficient, absolutely. When it's not there in a sufficient quantity, absolutely correct. Very good. And absence means it's not at all there. Completely gone. So we will be discussing, everyone, what will happen if there's a lack of oxygen. Here, let's quickly take a look, everyone. So we have, right? So in the anaerobic respiration, when there's a lack of the oxygen, what will happen? The same thing will happen. The pyruvate is there in the cell happily diving, cytoplasm mate swimming, and then what will happen? You know what will happen? Again in the matrix, what we'll see? Pyruvate will be breaking down, right? It will be broken down, sorry, to the lactic acid, and there is a release of the energy. Now this time what happens, everyone? Aha! Now this is the easiest thing. Okay, how many of you are the sports person over here? And if you're running for a very long time, yes, if you're running for a very long time, I'm sure you would have experienced the muscle cramp, right? Yes or no? The currency looks cute. Yeah, I know, na? It's very, anyways, ATP is a very cool currency. Right? If you run for a very long time, yeah, we will be needing more amount of energy. You know that when we are running, right, we will see that we are breathing more. Right? We're taking more amount of the oxygen, and that oxygen, right? That oxygen actually, what it does, it actually goes, right? But it's not sufficient for our body. So, what happens in our muscles? The muscles, right? What will happen? In our muscles, we will see the reaction is happening. We have a little bit amount of glucose, right? Of course, we can write it as pyruvate also. A little bit amount of oxygen, which of course is not directly there. We will see the formation of lactic acid and ATP. Easy peasy. Right? Let's just go back to the reaction, everyone. See this part? See over here. Okay? Clear? Everyone, are we clear? Yes, take a moment, everyone. Try to recall, just remember this reaction. Chaudhary, बच्चे आप बहुत spam कर रहे हो. Can you write your doubt? Instead of spamming, can you write your doubt? Yes. Very good. Ma'am, IQ. It's okay, we'll discuss that later. Yes. Very good, everyone. Yes, absolutely correct. Photolysis, bache, that is in the photosynthesis will not be discussing now. So the very interesting question. See, again, the reactions are happening, right? Yes, very good. So everyone, what will happen? See, glucose, again is a 6 carbon. Cytoplasm mein, we have the pyruvate 3 carbon, right? What will happen? In the lack of the oxygen, we'll see the formation of the lactic acid. Now, lactic acid is a 3 carbon compound. Yes or no? Right? Lactic acid is a 3 carbon compound, and over here we see the conversion happening, but the carbon molecules remain same. Okay? So, we will see the formation of lactic acid and the ATP. Small amount of ATP are released and lactic acid. If this lactic acid gets accumulated in our body, we will have the muscle cramp. I'm sure you would have experienced it, right? This lactic acid, when it gets accumulated in our muscles, gives us the muscle cramp and that pain. So what we usually do, we'll either keep the hot pack, right, and just melt it down. Yes, it's okay. You don't have to say sorry for that. Yes. Prerna, you have the pyruvate formula, C3H6O3. No studies. Thank you for helping your friends. Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Very good. Yeah. So the breakdown of the glucose to pyruvate happens with a series of reactions. We call it as glycolysis. You will be learning in your higher class. I wish we can teach it, I can teach you now, but we'll be doing a separate session later. Okay? That will be an extra session, not focused on the CBSE board exams. Okay. Does it happen? No. Everyone, this is a very interesting thing, right? It's a very interesting thing, everyone. This is not happening inside the mitochondria. Everyone, please focus over here. This lack of oxygen reaction and absence of oxygen reactions are not happening in mitochondria. So let me just quickly break this down. Glucose, right? And I'll say no oxygen. Here we have the cell, okay? The glucose will enter into the cytoplasm. We will see 3-carbon compound, which is pyruvate, right? In the cytoplasm only, we will see the formation of lactic acid. Are we clear? Everyone, are we clear? Yes, yes or no? Are we clear? So, yes, this is an important thing, that without oxygen, right, the pyruvate will not be able to enter into the mitochondria and will not see the reactions happening. Done, done, done. Good. Remember this, don't get confused with that. Now, are we clear, everyone, with this? See, you all are really very smart. I'm very proud of you. So here we have. Ma'am, this is for UP board. This is for the NCERT classes, bache. Right? This is for the NCERT. Yes. Everyone take a screenshot of this. Yes, very good, very good. Okay. Clear? Good. Okay. So we are clear that what will be happening. Now I want you to focus over here and we will be looking at the last reaction, everyone. Yes, we will be looking at the last reaction. I think clear? Okay. Everyone watch this. Okay, wait a minute. Ma'am, why pyruvate breaks into the lactic acid but the reaction is happening? See, again, I can go into the chemistry of it, but it is beyond our class discussion. The reactions that happens, right? It's because of that the 3-carbon molecule, which is the pyruvate, which maintains its the 3-carbon and converts into the lactic acid. Okay? The reactions happens in such a way. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Thumbs up, everyone. Now let's take a look at this. Right? Lipu, it's a very interesting question. You have to tell me the answer for this. Think about it. Yes, Kavya Anjali. Krebs cycle we don't have. It happens in the mitochondria. But we don't have in our syllabus in class 10. So we'll not be discussing. Okay, everyone. Everyone look at this. What you can see. Yes, very good. I will be explaining you again. Just wait a minute. I will be explaining you again. But let's just focus over here. Very good. Right lung. Everyone, we have to visualize also. Come on. No, lack of oxygen and absence of oxygen is two different things. Okay? Very good. Now we can see what we have over here. Everyone take a look. See, we did an experiment shot and we have this. So everyone focus over here. We have 3 glass water bottles. We have added yeast into each of the water bottle, right? In 2 and 3 we have added the yeast. In 1 we have not added the yeast, right? And sugar we have added. Now stirring it up, mixing it up properly, putting a water balloon, and after 1 hour what we will see? It will get inflated. See over here. Now this is nothing but the fermentation. What we call it as fermentation. The fermentation we all have studied. Very good. See, there's a release of the CO2, right? And because there's a release of the CO2, we'll see the inflammation of the balloon. And yeast is reacting with the sugar and it is releasing the CO2. Very good, everyone. See, we have studied this in class 8. So we know that fermentation is a process in which sugar is transformed into a new product through the chemical reactions, right? And of course, we have a role of the microorganism over here. In simple word, we can say that fermentation is nothing but where there's absence of oxygen. Oxygen is not at all present. We will see these reactions in fungi and some of the bacteria where the glucose will be getting converted to pyruvate, right? And from here it will be getting converted to the ethanol, which is in form of alcohol, right? Then there's a release of CO2 and ATP. Clear, everyone? Now important thing over here is the reaction. Sugar, right? Glucose, of course, we call it V, right? It's a part of the carbohydrate and we have the sugar over there. Yes. So this sugar will react and there will be the reaction and we'll see the form of CO2. We can see this in the formation of bread also, in formation of the cake also, right? I'm sure your parents would have talked about, maybe have used the yeast to make the cake and breads very spongy. Yes or no? Chetan, I can see that you're asking a question. But again, I will not be able to take your question now. Give me some time. You can stop spamming now. Yes. Very good everyone. Yes, in the batter we usually use. Yes. Yes, in baking powder, absolutely. Yeah, but of course over here what we're focusing upon is the yeast. Good. So what we're discussing over here, we know that where now in the fermentation process, we clearly can say that that the sugar is being used and of course it will be reacting and will forming a new chemical. Basically we'll have a chemical reactions, right? And of course we have the CO2 and the ATP. Okay, Akarsha, I would like to correct myself or I would like to rephrase myself over here. See, ethanol, definitely we're talking in the yeast formation. But in the bread, sometime I'm sure they'll use the yeast. But of course, the amount of alcohol that is produced is very minute. We can't even call it as alcohol. Traces of it, right? Very less. We are more focusing on the CO2. And as of course, many were saying, it just evaporates. It's not there. So you'll not be able to feel the taste also of it. Okay? So it's not harmful. Very good. So breads and cake are not at all harmful in that way. Very good everyone. Yes, see, energy comes from the ATP, so ATP will be there everywhere. It is fermentation. But Krebs cycle will not be discussing. I'll let you know what it is, but will not be discussing in today's class. It's not there in our syllabus. Okay, everyone, are we clear? Thumbs up everyone, you have a class now. Right, you have a class, you have the Menti quiz. So we have to wind up our session. There is a quiz between the Cell Squad and the Physics Phantoms, right? So yes, please, let's just make sure that we end the session on time. Yes, it's a semi-final. So everyone, taking you back to the reactions right over here. Yes, ta-da! Yes. Say similarly, we are Nitya. Apart from that, there are other processes, there are other things that we add into the making of the wine. Okay. So everyone, in today's class, what we have studied about the cellular respiration. We have covered up that how the cellular respiration is happening. We have the clear understanding about the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, right? So we can say that in presence of oxygen, we will see the highest amount of ATP production, CO2 and H2O. In lack of oxygen and in absence of oxygen, we will see the formation of lactic acid and ATP. And in absence of oxygen, we will see the formation of ethanol, CO2 and ATP. So this is super important. Now we are done with it, and this is a reaction for all of you who wants to note it down, right? You can take the screenshot of it, everyone. Do take a screenshot. Nice. And everyone, I hope that all of you have hit the like button. I want to see how many likes we have. Just checking the likes. Everyone, come on, let's quickly make it 80. Yes. So with this, everyone, we are done. Let's quickly talk about the ATP. In your textbooks, everyone, there is a orange color text box which is there, right? So that talks about, the ATP. So ATP is what? Adenosine triphosphate. It has 3 ATP, right? It has 3 phosphate, ATP. Now, how the ATP is formed? Of course, when the ADP, which is the adenosine diphosphate, have one more phosphate added to it. Instead of 2 phosphate, we have one more. So that makes the adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine diphosphate will have 2 phosphate. Okay. So, of course, we will get the 30.5 kJ mole per energy if we use one particular molecule of ATP. Clear, everyone? So this is, you can read that information, right? It's not that important, but do make sure you read that part because it can come in your examination. Now, everyone, I want you to, I'll be taking you through this. I want you to just quickly go through it. So now I'll be switching the screen, everyone. We have 2 experiments in your textbook. We will be taking a look at it. Ranjit sir? So we will be freezing the screen, everyone. Ma'am, till when the course will be ended for all the subjects? We will try our best to finish your course by October, right? Yes. Now, everyone, I'm just switching. Give me some time. And here we are, okay? So here we are, everyone. Just give me 2 more minutes and then we'll be done. See what we have over here. We will be able to see the liberation of CO2 during the respiration, during the aerobic respiration. So everyone, in your textbook, there is the experiment, right, of lime water. So let's see. Okay. I'm sure you'll be able to see this now. See, we have 2 test tubes, right? Right? And what are we adding? We are just adding, first of course, we're adding the lime water, right? See over here. See, we are adding the lime water. And of course, then we are blowing into it. So we know that when we exhale out, we release carbon dioxide. So when we are doing that reaction, right, what we'll see that the lime water will turn milky. So it's a homework question, everyone. You have to tell me why it is turning milky. You can write the reactions also, right? It's a very important experiment from the exam point of view. Apart from that, we have one more experiment which shows the liberation of CO2 during the fermentation process. So let's see. See, we have sugar, we have yeast, and we have lime water. So if we pour the juice, which is sugar, in the yeast, right, when we stir it properly, right, and then of course when we start testing for it, we add lime water, right. So we know that yeast and sugar are there in the beaker, in the flask, right. We'll see the reaction happening. We will see the formation of CO2 and calcium carbonate, right. We'll see the turning white, right, milky white. So this actually helps us to understand that CO2 is liberated during fermentation as well as the aerobic respiration. So now, everyone, are we clear? Yes, we're just ending the session in a minute. Can we go back to the slides now? Very good. So here we are, everyone. Awesome. So we are clear with this, everyone? Quick thumbs up in the chat. See, we went really very slow, right? There was no rush. There was no rush from our side because I understand it's really very important. There's a plant part also, but we will not have that much time to do. But just recalling this again, everyone, we will have the Menti. Don't worry, we will have the Menti. We will be making sure we'll have this. Okay, now everyone, let's quickly recall and we'll end the session. So please make sure after you go back, right? If you go back, just everyone, a pinky promise I want from all of you. As I don't know, I have this very kiddish nature of me. I want you to give me a pinky promise that after this class, you will just read the 3 paragraphs which are there in your textbook. Pinky promise, everyone. If you read it, I'm telling you, you will master this topic today itself. Throughout the year, you will be chilling aram se. Clear? Let's quickly recall. Cellular respiration happens inside the cell, right? Glucose, nutrient goes inside the cell. Cytoplasm में it swim करता है. Just keep on swimming. Then in the cytoplasm there is a reaction happening. We'll see the formation of pyruvate. This pyruvate with oxygen goes to the mitochondria and we will see the formation of CO2, H2O and ATP in our cells. In a normal state when we have oxygen. In the lack of oxygen, we will see the formation of lactic acid. That happens when we are running for a long time, right? And we will see the formation of ATP also. Third, in absence of oxygen, we will see the formation of ethanol, CO2 and ATP. Clear? That happens in fungi, few bacteria. Yes. Good, very good. I can see. Thank you so much. Study Ash. Yes. Dental caries, the disease, or if we have something in our teeth, if it's not functioning properly, if there's bacteria, plague, we call it that. Yes, good everyone. Okay. Homework question, everyone. Here we have the homework question. I can see you have some interesting doubt, right? I want to take the session, everyone. I want to, move ahead, but we don't have that much time. So, everyone, I will be waiting for your answers over here. The homework question is, name any two ways in which glucose is oxidized to provide energy in various organisms. So, yeah, we have studied with that chart, right? So, please do write it. And, of course, I gave you some extra work also. Absence of oxygen may, Prashant, we can give the example of yeast. We can give the example of any bacteria, or you can write fungi. And lack of oxygen may, you can mention about the human muscles, right? Clear? These are the examples. Kritik, I want to answer that question. See, we will see that, there's a formation of the ATP. But you are saying that how many molecules? Can you repeat your question? Let me just see. What was the question? I think I've missed your question. How many ATP molecules will be giving, so you are saying that one glucose molecule will be giving how many ATPs? Yes? Yes, I think that's a question. Everyone, you will be getting notes. You will be getting notes on the Telegram. I'll share the notes with you on the Telegram. Blink, I can see you. Okay. So, from the one molecule of ATP, the complete oxidation, you will get 38 molecules of ATP. From one glucose molecule, you will get 38 molecules of ATP. Pyruvate is the form after the breakdown of the glucose in the cytoplasm, that the molecule which is formed, we call it as a pyruvate. Good. Okay. Shivanshu, Bachit, the first paragraph from the, after the page, we have respiration. Read all of that. Okay, everyone. I think I can still sense there are a few doubts. We will be having the doubt class, don't worry. We will be revising again. For today's class, everyone, please make sure you go back and revisit the whole session, right? We have done videos earlier also, so please make sure you watch all of those videos. We always have got you covered, everyone. And if you're new here, do take a moment and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, everyone. Yes, and please make sure you share with your friends. Now, I want a smile, everyone, from all of you, and we are ending our session. Yes. Now, Riddhi, I can see many of you have doubts also. Can you write your doubts in the comment section below? I will be taking up your doubts. Yes. Everyone, smiley. See, हम Mr. Cell के घर में जाकर देख के आए कि वो खाना किस तरीके से खा रहे हैं. Right? We went to Mr. Cell का घर. Remember that, everyone. We saw कि हाँ कैसे ग्लूकोज गया, कैसे खाना बना. We had an amazing story. So, read the textbook, everyone, and watch this session. I'm sure you will master respiration today. Okay? In the next class, we will continue learning more and more. This chapter is super amazing, everyone. We have amazing visuals for you throughout this chapter. So, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that, everyone, I'll say bye-bye. Lots of love to each one of you and keep on learning with BYJU'S. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Hearts.